What's up guys, Red Devil Ace, and welcome back to my channel. And yes, I took another 3-month hiatus away from my channel. Is because the same reason as last time, life is always getting in the way. But I'm back, and I have something that I want to talk about. Now, I've tried to express what I really like on my channel and just express more about myself. Now, it's been grossly apparent throughout my channel that I am a fan of fighting games, and I really love anime and manga. But another thing about me is that I'm a really big movie nut. And to this case, I am a really big Godzilla fan. And all this started with me going to a random blockbuster with my uncle and my cousin, and me watching Godzilla vs. Gigan for the first time. I've been a fan of Godzilla ever since I saw that movie, and over the years, I've seen how the love and infatuation for Godzilla started to develop, or more so change throughout the years. And today, I want to talk about Legendary's Godzilla X Kong: A New Empire and Toho's Godzilla Minus One. Now, to backtrack a little bit, I want to try to give a bit of a history lesson to my knowledge about Godzilla. Now, Toho was the original creators of Godzilla, and they've been making Godzilla movies ever since 1954. So over the years, this nearly 100-year lizard has been rocking up cinemas and staying on top of the monster mountain. And after so many years of success, America tried to cash in on the fandom and made 1998's Godzilla, and to the chagrin of fans, it wasn't that good. And that's just basically undersaying it. Like, this shit went horrible. Everyone hated it. Everyone critiqued it. Everyone just made this as the Amazing Spider-Man 2, and it was supposed to never be seen again. And after that, Toho's last project was in 2004 Godzilla Final Wars. And then it just spawned a whole decade of silence for the Big G. But America, once again, tried throwing their hat into the ring of monster movie mashups that no one wanted. Legendary Studios came out with 2014's Godzilla, which, to everyone's surprise, made new fans and won over a lot of the OG Godzilla fans by bringing an honest iteration of Godzilla, and one that's loyal to how it started off. And because of the success, they spawned on 2 different sequels, and Toho finally came back from the grave and gave us 2016 Shin Godzilla. And here we are in 2023 with Toho and Legendary going head to head with 2 releases that is probably the closest it has ever been, with Godzilla Minus One releasing internationally on December 2023, and Godzilla X Kong: A New Empire releasing in April 2024. And in this video, I just want to give my opinion on both movies, and I want to say which movie is gonna be the better flick. So I guess this is a different Ace's point of view. Let's get with it. Now, on the surface, when it comes to both movies, you can pretty much expect a lot of high action, a bunch of buildings getting destroyed, a bunch of civilians running for their lives, a Big G just blasting his atomic breath everywhere and everywhere, like Phil Phillips spraying that silver string all over his office in the Happy Time murders. But that's pretty much where the similarities end. Because Legendary is planning to expand their monsterverse with making new kaiju, and putting another run for the crown to see who will truly be the true king of the monsters between Godzilla, Kong, and apparently a new orangutan trying to take the throne. And you can pretty much expect a whole bunch of fighting, incredible CGI, and basically someone is truly going to be the king of the monsters after this. And Godzilla minus one, once again, puts Godzilla as the destroyer of Japan, but this time in a bizarrely interesting and unique twist by placing a hell on top of a hell in the way that Godzilla will be rampaging through Japan if in the darkest and if not the darkest point in Japanese history at the end of World War II. Now, this is why I'm saying that Godzilla minus one is going to be the better flick. It's because as a Godzilla fan, you know exactly what you're getting with Godzilla over in the US. But when it comes to Toho, you really don't know what you're getting with this new Godzilla. And what I mean by that is that over the years, Toho kept expanding and expanding on Godzilla himself and not the world around him, and I think this is where Legendary might falter. One example? Well, here's one example. Look at the Godzilla design from the last three designs of Legendary's MonsterVerse. For 2014's Godzilla, 2018 Godzilla King of the Monsters, and 2021 Godzilla vs. Kong. And tell me which design sticks out as a sore thumb. Hard to guess, right? And look at the last three iterations of Godzilla in Toho's plate. 2004's Godzilla Final Wars, 2016 Shin Godzilla, and actually Godzilla minus one because we actually have a visual representation of him. And tell me which one sticks out as the sorest thumb. I rest my case. And the second example that came to my head is because as a Godzilla fan, it is nice seeing Big G's splashes atomic breath everywhere, but they are taking the spotlight away from Godzilla and placing on this entire monsterverse. So as a Godzilla fan, you're not getting what you're expecting. And with Toho's case, that's exactly what you're getting. Because Legendary, in my opinion, is high action, low stakes, and Toho is high stakes, low action. Just from how the people and the humans are developed throughout the story. It's because in Legendary's case, everything is all futuristic, and it looks cool, don't get me wrong, but it gets people disinterested from the realism. Because all they want is just to see Godzilla beat the shit out of anyone that comes his way. And the way they spun out Godzilla in Toho is just so freaking interesting because it looks like this could actually happen. And 2016 Shin Godzilla is a good case because we did not know what Godzilla could do in this movie. It's because all of the chaos is surrounded through the infrastructure of the humans. People are panicking. People are losing their shit. And it just makes Godzilla's next move that much terrifying. And that's what gets people interested in watching the movie even more. Even if it's a foreign film. And just the overall fact of dropping Godzilla in World War II is so freaking ballsy. Because we've always, throughout the years, and my friend Richard got me back into rewatching the old Godzilla films, and they were really onto something during the Heisei era. But the only reason that Godzilla went cold after a few good movies and just went cold for a decade is because they didn't revamp on the character enough. Yes, they gave him a son and a whole bunch of characters to beat up, but that was just it. Godzilla's design was stale. He kept doing the same stuff. Nothing was new about Godzilla, so that's why it lay dormant for 10 years. And it seems like Legendary might commit the same mistake, but they're not really realizing it. Because, in my opinion, Godzilla is the biggest star of the MonsterVerse, and Kong is just swooped in at the last second with Kong Skull Island, and Legendary promised this big matchup between Godzilla and Kong, and it's seriously underdelivered. Like, my friend Alpha spoke about this, that he might make a Mecha Godzilla video, and he's probably going to touch on this more than I am, but I have to say, did not promise on a huge matchup. Like, it gave Godzilla and Kong a couple of fights, and then arguably Godzilla's most biggest rival came in at the last second, tossed Godzilla around like he was a child at a playground, for Christ's sake. And basically, Godzilla versus Kong is like the Amazing Spider-Man 2 of Godzilla's history. It was honestly so freaking underwhelming. And looking at both of the trailers over and over and over again, you just can't help to be attracted more to Godzilla Minus One just from the lengths the Japanese people will go to with what they have in that time period. Because in Shin Godzilla, they had jets, helicopters, tanks, all, and it cultivated with them actually freezing Godzilla to death at the end of the movie. And here we are in post World War II era Japan, where they are lacking absolutely everything, and now they have to deal with Godzilla rampaging through Japan. Tell me that doesn't get your mind racing. So yeah, if you want a really good Godzilla movie in the near future, Godzilla Minus One is the way to go. Now, thank you guys so much for watching. And I wanted to touch on a lot more. I had a conversation with a friend about this, and I think I pretty much forgot what else I wanted to say, but it doesn't matter because I feel like I got the most of it out. And if any of you think the Legendary's picture is gonna be a lot better, find me down in the comments below. Now I'm gonna try to upload more consistently on this channel. I'm gonna try to come up with new ideas, things I want to talk about, things I want to react to, but we'll see what happens. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this, please like, share, and subscribe, and please go over to my Twitch channel and follow me there. I'm gonna try to stream. I'm gonna try to stream more in the later future. I'm definitely gonna try not to take a 3-month hiatus this time, because I really like making videos, and I really just don't want to give that up. So, like I always say, keep the blood boiling and the heart pumping. My name is Red Devil Ace, and I'll see you all next time.